First and foremost, I'd like to say Call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mukakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. As the scripture teaches us to do, shalom to the very few sisters that do listen to us as well. All right, this is the brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone, Chicago camp. And basically, I'm just coming back with another lesson. And this lesson is concerning the condition our people come from, that they have come into, so to speak, that they have grew into, to live, to accept as, to accept, to intake this, so to speak, as accept. This foolishness, basically, and this blasphemy has become acceptable to Jake, all right? Because Jake, and when I say Jake, I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Jake is just a short terminology for Jacob. Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. But we suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome, man. You people have been traumatized by years of oppression, years of suppression, years of depression, years of just being oppressed, man. That you accepted this man's way of thinking and this darkness to something that's just life. All right, like this is just the end all be all to you niggas, man, out there. The women don't want to be women. The women don't want the men to be men. The men don't want the women to be women, man. Hey, check this out, right? A woman said, what she say? I'm loud and I talk back. A weak man can't handle me. What? That's one of the most foolish things you can ever say, man. If you loud and disrespectful, why would a man have to put up with that? If you loud and you talk back and the man doesn't want to be with you or want to leave you, how is he weak because he don't want to be disrespected? That don't even make sense. So if your son was with a woman who was loud and disrespectful and he left her, you going to say, oh, you a weak man because you didn't put up with that bullshit. And if you a man that put it up, what the fuck? You men better grow a fucking backbone out there, man. Straight up, man. But that's just one of many, nevertheless, man. It's darkness, man. Our people have been reduced to the lowest factor, man. And they've just come to accept it, man. See, Esau, the pale-faced people who faces on the money, they created a land of niggas and bitches. All right? The Most High created Yasha Allah. All right? He created the sons and daughters of the Most High. All right? We're the people of the Most High. We're the apple of his eye. Okay? This is Job. God. This is Job 10 and verse 20. It says, are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little before I go. Whence shall I not return even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death? A land of darkness as darkness itself, and a shadow of death without any order, where the light is as darkness. And that's this place right here. We're in the land where the light is as darkness, man. They did a poll, that showed if, so-called Satan, the spiritual demon Satan himself, ran for the president or the mayor or some shit, how many he would have the majority vote. And that's true, man. Because nobody's down, especially Jake, especially our people, man. We ain't down with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We don't want to know, us in general, we don't want to know the Lord. And that's why the Lord, I'm not speaking of the elect, I'm just speaking in general. They want destruction, man. They've been given over to their lovers, man. That's because they're in the land as darkness itself, like it says right here in Job, and they have no covering, man. And when we try to give them the covering, man, they shoved it away. They loathed it. Like I brought out in the lesson last night in 2nd Ezra, it was at the 9th chapter. All right, because the darkness is here, man. They suffer from this social engineering, man. They believe that a certain way of life is right, man. You know, Esau got a thing that whereas if you tell a lie for so many years and basically repeat it, it becomes the truth. You know, just like this pale-faced man being the angels, just like his red ass being God, so to speak, just like his red ass being the Israelites. And we totally know it's not the case, but that lie and that propaganda and that social engineering, all right, has been pushed throughout the earth for so long that people look at it crazy when we tell them that the Lord, the angels, a dark brown skinned man from the same nation as you, all right, and they're coming to deliver you, man. Our people look at us like, you know, they like my grandma used to say, asshole backwards, man. That's how this place is, man, pursuing Psalms 82, all right? And I'm going to get there, Yahweh Ratzah. This is Isaiah 5 and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and that put light for dark, the Shalaki, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and are prudent in their own sight. And that's our people, man. That are wise in their own eyes and they are prudent in their own sight. And you know what the first thing they say? Oh man, you know, we believe in God. Then when we cut them and bring them out the scripture, because they don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for real. You know, they believe in church. That shit that was force-fed to us during slavery. They don't believe in the Bible. And I'm going to keep saying that, man. You know, the Bible that you were killed for reading for. Then they talk about the Lord know my heart. Get your stupid ass out of here. Hey, but you know what? You're right. The Lord do know your heart. And that's a blanket statement, man. One of many. All right, back that up with something. But I got the backup for you. And the Lord do know your heart. He know your wicked intents. This is Jeremiah 17 and 9. It says the heart is deceitfully wicked, and that heart is your mind. All right, not the organ that pumps the blood. It's talking about the lob in Hebrew. And, you know, we always bring that out. You know, because that's what your heart is, the mind, your inner thoughts. It says the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, Yahweh, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. All right, according to the fruit of his doings. Matter of fact, let me get that Galatians, man. Prove a point. Because what is according to the fruit of his doings? The fruits are your works, man. The things you put out, the things you sow. All right? Let me see. The fruit of his doings. This is Galatians 6 and verse 4. It says, let every man prove his own work. Then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in the other. Every man shall bear his own burden. All right, you work out your own salvation in fear and trembling. And you niggas work out your own destruction too. It says, let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teach it in all good things. And that's how we do, because we're single-eyed, you know, we're single-minded, we walk with one accord. Yeah, we got different ways, you know, we view certain secular things or regular worldly things, but when it comes to the doctrine, and we move on one accord. But back to you old nigger nuggets. It says, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, and he that soweth to his spirit shall of the spirit reap everlasting life. So the Lord is going to try you by that, man. He does know your heart. And he going to give every man and woman according to the fruit of his doings. That's why the fruit of his or her doings, you know, that's why this place is going to be judged, man. Just like I was seeing it on the social media today, that certain concert venues are going to stop kicking it. You know how they do the drum roll and they announce to the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. They gonna outlaw it to say ladies and gentlemen, man, because these people want to be a fucking, hey man, the Lord gonna get you, man. Especially you Israelite. We ain't even concerning you other nations, man. You salvation ain't for you anyway, man, if you outside the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Now we have our seed scattered amongst the other nations that may look like the other nations, but you know, even a regular Jacob know, like, man, his spirit ain't like, you know, other Arabs, or his spirit ain't like other so-called white people, or his spirit ain't like, you know, Hamites over there in Africa, you know. But you the people you tribes, man. Hey man, you better stop fucking around, man. In this darkness, man, ladies and gentlemen, you people want to be everything but Israelites, man. You want to be a pansexual, whatever. You know, cut off your rod. The scriptures tell you clearly you get a sex change. The scriptures clearly tell you that a man wounded in the stones ain't gonna enter the congregation. But then again, you go to some old bathwater ass preacher, so-called Christian preacher, and he gonna tell you come as you are. Hey, the Bible don't say that. The Bible say present your body as a living sacrifice, man. Make yourself holy and acceptable for the use of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey man, you niggas out your damn mind, man. You suffer from that post-traumatic slave syndrome, man. You've been had, nigga. Hey, this is Psalms 82 and verse 1. It said, Yahweh standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods, because that's what Yahweh made us, powers, gods, the Elohim. All right? He is a prince of power, or a prince with power. All right? He made us in his image and after his likeness. All right? We ain't no damn coons, man. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. And that's all this society does. All right? He said, defend the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy. And that's not happening. All right? That's why the scriptures say when the righteous are in authority, the people shall rejoice. Nobody's rejoicing. The whole world is through. Even the trees and the beasts of the field under this man's oppression. Deliver the poor and the needy and rid them out of the hand of the wicked. All right, verse 5, it said, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. The foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said that ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. So ye are gods and children of the Most High, man. But you dread that, all right? And you act like niggas and bitches, man. And the Lord gonna judge you. He gonna give you a judgment. And I'm saying, bitch, hey, the scripture says, in this book right here, the King James Version of Apocrypha. All right, I would get to it, but it's another lesson for another time. All right, it's a rock about the 26th or the 25th chapter. All right, you can look it up. He said, a shameless woman shall be accounted as a dog. And some versions even just say bitch, you know. What is that, man? Let me see if I can find that, man. Alright. It's our life. It's got us. I think it's in Corinthians. I think it's in the book of Corinthians. It says, is this it? Bear with me, brothers and sisters. This just it's just something that popped up in my head, you know. It's ready. God, this is 1 Corinthians. Where I want to start. God, this is 1 Corinthians 4. Man, I should. God, hey, this is 1 Corinthians 4, and it's verse 14. It says, I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. For though ye have 10,000 instructors in Mashiach, yet ye have not many fathers. In Mashiach Yahushua I have begotten you through the gospel. Wherefore I beseech you, be ye followers of me. And so this Paul, all right, he's talking to the church of Corinthians, and he giving them an example with Timothy. But now we're in the latter days, all right, because the Lord revealed the secrets to his servants, the prophets, in the latter days. All right, in this verse 14, he said, I write not these things to you to shame you, but as beloved sons, I warn you. So when we out here cursing you out and showing you that you acting like niggas and bitches and jokes, all right, and not acting like princes of the power, we're doing these things. We're not doing these things to shame you, but to warn you, but to admonish you. That's what the scripture's talking about, all right? The scripture says in the book of Timothy, matter of fact, let me get it, you know, about what the scriptures were for, all right? The scriptures tell you in Romans 15 and about 4, it says the things that are written aforetime are for what? Our learning. Therefore our learning. Okay, so we are supposed to intake this, all right? It says, 2 Timothy 4 and 15, Salaki 4 and 14, it says, neglect not the gift that is in thee,